What's going on, homies? Welcome to a episode of Beefy Canal Podcast. Today we are live and back. We did take a small break to get our marbles together, as people say, right? Or pretty much just rack up our beer counts is really what we were doing. And we are back with a new episode for this season, this fall season. That's what I'm going to call it, because we are entering fall. I think summer ended a couple days ago. And where are we live, you're probably asking, and I'm going to get to that soon. Let me drink some beer first, though, because, again, cheers, first of all. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to a new episode of this season. Cheers. Now, let me take a sip. We are at our favorite brewery. I'm going to cut to the chase. Big shout out to Rob for allowing us to record in here for this new season. And we are at Four Corners Brewery Company. For the people that don't know Rob, thank you again. And thank you, Four Corners Brewery Company family, all the bartenders, baristas. What do you call them? Bartenders, Hugh?
Yeah, bartenders.
Right?
Brewtenders.
Brewtenders. Thank you all. And big shout out to Pacheco Burger that's in here as well. Yes, I was about to say that, man, you know. But thank y'all for being here. Thank you for tuning in and listening and sticking by us. Do a roll call real quick. We got the POV. We'll start with you first.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah. I'm back. I've been gone for so long right now. What?
Since I've been gone.
Since you've been gone.
Or something like that. See, I got it mixed up.
I went on an adventure like George did. Couldn't find him. He's gone somewhere. I don't know where.
Bro, last thing I heard about George is that he was up in the Appalachian Mountains.
Appalachian.
I don't know.
Why up there out of everywhere?
I don't know, man. He couldn't find the perfect beer formula, you know?
Still finding. He's still looking.
He's still on there, but
he's lost at this point, honestly.
But I hope he finds his way back.
I did.
You did, though. You did. And that's Juicebox for the people that don't know. He is currently running the POV for this. And I'm going to start out with the next person, the one and only Big Mexico. How are we today?
Chilling, bro. It was good. Everything's good.
Yeah.
We're
So you got a new hat?
Back, live in effect. Yes, sir. I'm going to try to make that a thing now. Every Friday.
Every Friday you get a new hat?
That's what I'm working out there.
Okay.
By Bass Pro. Shout out Bass Pro. Sponsor us. Looking at...
Nah, probably not.
Probably we need to be fishermen.
Yeah, only.
I was reflecting. I was like, I wear a lot of fishing stuff. I should probably like fish.
Why not? Start fishing.
Yeah, no. Fishing, definitely. But, like, actually eating fish. I kind of slowly got into it.
It's because you're a Fisher Friends Not Food kind of guy.
Yeah?
Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, yeah.
Speaking of Finding Nemo, Joshua, how are you today?
I don't know what that means, but I'm good. I'm good, man. Yeah, I've been chilling.
Yeah?
Okay. Making big moves on the down low.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
The DL.
The DL, yeah. I don't like... no, that's... See, rewind.
Go ahead and cut that off real quick before we throw some beer cans at each other.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I've been making some moves on the down low and kind of just hanging back and putting some work in.
Putting in that grind, as they say.
Yes, sir.
Well, I don't even know if the young kids still use that.
I don't know if they work.
That is true. Anyways, thank you, COVID. Now, this episode is cool because to start off the season, and this is why it's cool, because our audio guy is here. If you're looking at us on YouTube right now or you're listening to us, our audio guy is in the podcast. And this is his episode. Further ado, who are you? Let the people know who you are and what you do here at Beer Mi Carnal and in life in general.
Well, in life in general, I'm still trying to find my way, but I think everybody is always, right?
There's always a path we always take or something.
There's always a path.
Whatever that book said.
My name is Efren. Everyone knows me as Beefy out in the real world. I do audio engineering, studio audio. I'm in bands. I play live music. Anything has to do with music, I'm in it. Got my hands in it somewhere.
Right.
And I'm the one running audio here for y'all now.
And something I want to bring up that kind of, and I'm going to do it soon, is that when you were at my house, you picked up my guitar and you were like, you need new strings.
Oh, yeah.
And I you know, every time I look at it, I'm like, dang, I forgot to get new strings.
Yeah, every time I see an instrument and it has dead strings on it, I die a little inside.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit, though.
Like
I don't need you fully dead. I just need you a little bit. Just a little bit. But.
It's not a phase
Just like the strings. I feel a little dead.
Dang, man. Hey, I'll make that change soon. I got you. I got you.
Right.
Since you've been gone.
But Beefy, I guess we'll start off. I'll ask you one simple, easy question. Are you ready?
Always.
How's your beer? And
awesome.
then second question is, what made you go into the path of music? Like, what was that switch that turned on when you went into that room and you're like, this is what I love, this is what I enjoy. I kind of want to do this from this point on. What was that?
And before you answer that question, we don't want like no bullshit answer where it's like, oh, I was a kid and I just really got into music and I started playing instruments when I was 2 and then we don't want to hear that. I want to hear an actual story.
But
You
that
wanna
was
make
that
us
was
cry.
what happened. Nah,
That's actually how it happened.
kind of.
Make us cry. Let us know.
Honestly, I don't know. I'm probably like the only person in my entire family that actually does music the way I do.
Okay.
My youngest brother did it a little bit. He dabbles in it, but like nobody else in my entire family.
Okay.
I honestly, I don't even know when it started. When we moved to Texas, 'cause I was born in California. When we
Okay.
moved to Texas, I was in the 4th grade here.
Okay.
And I remember I was in, they put me in choir.
Mm-hmm.
Found out real quick I can't sing, right? But
Okay.
something about music was just like, this is kind of cool. And then I grew up listening to a lot of music. My dad listened to a lot of music. My mom listened to a lot of music.
Yeah.
So I just always grew up listening to it. And then I remember I signed up for band just
Okay.
randomly. And it was because they made us take a music class. And since I couldn't sing and I couldn't be in choir, they put me in music class.
Okay.
And I learned how to play the recorder.
Oh,
I'm
sick.
sure everybody first learns how to play
First
that.
of all, sick.
Yeah.
What's that one song everybody had to learn something on the water? Or am I wrong?
It was Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Mary Had a Little Lamb was
or
one of
Three
them.
Blind Mice.
Oh man, it was to me. It was like something on the water.
Smoke on the Water.
I think. Was it Smoke on the Water?
Was it that gospel song?
That's more guitar song, I think, that
I'm
everybody
tripping,
first
dude.
learned.
I'm tripping. This beer's catching up to me. I apologize for that. Mary Had a Little Lamb. Dang, I unlocked the memory.
Or three blind mice.
Three Blind
Yeah.
Mice?
Or hot cross buns, which honestly they're all the same. Twinkle
yeah.
twinkle little star. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay.
that white flute, right? You could buy it like at Walgreens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one actually still. Like
Really?
Yeah, I still know how to play it. Yeah. I'm being dead serious.
You know what I've been seeing a lot? I don't.
Josh gave me that look.
I don't know what look you're talking about.
In your whole music career, right? Have you ever picked up a harmonica?
Yes, I actually have one.
Okay. Is it true that it's actually pretty easy to play?
Yeah, because the notes are set,
Okay.
and so you basically just blow into whatever.
Do you inhale or
Where?
just blow?
Both. So
Oh, really? Okay.
Blowing out is one note, blowing in is another one.
Oh, wow.
It works very similar to the accordion.
Okay.
Accordion also, like when you push it,
Uh huh.
like close it, it's one note, and when you pull it, it's another note. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
accordion.
Today I learned.
Yeah, from the
Today I learned.
harmonica,
very
I
similar
didn't
to-
know that. I thought people like took a step back and like
No.
took their breath and then went back
They-
into it.
They're in different keys, so you just have to find the harmonica that's in the
I guess
pitch
whatever
of what
song or
you're,
where
yeah,
you're
whatever
playing,
trying to
right?
play.
Okay,
But yeah.
okay, interesting. Today I learned.
So
Today
it's
I
like a
learned.
piano, like you push the piano note, it's always going to be that note.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
similar
right.
to that.
Are you thinking about getting one?
So I've been, like your algorithm, right? My algorithm lately has been really weird. It's been really cool, right? And it's a lot of stuff like I didn't know. Like one of them that's came up a lot is like music, right? So I'm like discovering a whole like book of music, but people are playing music. So like instruments that people don't really play.
Yeah.
Like what's that? It's like a violin, but it's flat. I might be saying this wrong, or like a guitar. It has strings, but it's flat. They use it on the other
Oh.
side of the world.
It's a Chinese.
lap
Yes, it's a
yeah.
Chinese instrument
Yeah.
or
So-
Asian instrument, I would say.
The
Japanese.
one that's used here in America is a lap steel. They call it the lap steel guitar.
Yeah, I don't know. See, yeah,
I know
It's
that
laid
one
out
from-
flat on a table.
I know
but
the
it has
Beatles
strings.
used it for a couple albums. I think.
I
think they use it for
Asia.
Sgt.
They use the sitar.
Okay,
That's what it's called.
Okay, yeah. So I have had
But,
that and like
yeah.
harmonica videos, and what's it called? I might be saying this wrong, but it looks like a saxophone, bazoo, a clarinet saxophone looking.
The very long one, right?
Yeah, it's super
Oh,
big.
the bassoon.
Bassoon, yes.
Bassoon. There you go.
Yeah, it's like some dude just going off on those,
Yeah,
man.
that's
and this
like
is
the tuba of the woodwinds.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, it's really low
that's what I'm saying.
notes
I've been having these weird videos like that, and I say weird because I've
Interesting.
never seen people actually like jam out on them and
Oh,
go
okay,
hardcore
yeah.
in them. So I'm like, dude, this is freaking cool.
So I was in band in high school, like all throughout high school.
Yeah.
And that was like there was bassoon players. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was your high school? Did you go to high school here or in California?
No, here.
Here.
Yeah.
How was high school for you then? Because you were in band in high school, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
How was it compared to, I guess? Has music evolved differently in band? Do you think? I don't know if you can answer that question or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't know now, honestly, because I haven't seen anything about high school bands lately.
Okay.
I know when we were in it, like, so I started music once I played recorder, then I switched to trumpet, like in the 5th grade.
Okay.
And then in 7th grade, I switched to tuba. So that's what I played all through the rest of high school.
Okay.
But I knew how to play everything else, like, so I taught myself how to play piano because my family does construction.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
uncle pulled this piano out of an apartment building that had burnt down.
Oh, stop. Okay.
And it just needed to be tuned, but otherwise it played. And so, like, I would sit there, like, I was like 12 years old maybe, and I was playing trumpet, and then I would match the notes from that to the piano so I could figure out what notes they were because I didn't know how to play piano. And I
Okay.
kind of taught myself like that. And then once I hit high school, like, I knew how to play a bunch of different instruments already:
wow.
trumpet, tuba, the piano.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, the music then, I mean, we were doing so we had if I remember correctly, we had an arranger that would take popular music and arrange it for band and marching band.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we would kind of do that, and we would do like competition stuff, and all the schools were doing like all the kind of like what you see in Drumline. That's kind of what it was. That movie
Yeah,
Drumline.
yeah.
I don't know if you remember that movie or not.
I do. Yeah. No. Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
want to say I think it was like Carter High School was known, right?
Yeah,
In
that
Dallas
was
to
one of
have
the
like one of the
schools.
best bands, and Townview was the other one, right?
Yeah,
Townview.
and
Yeah.
and LD Bell too.
Okay.
So, but like Townview and Carter, I think there were the bands that were like what was popular in the music, like on the radio then.
Okay.
And that's the music they would play on
Yeah.
on the field.
Okay.
And so I went to Duncanville High School, so we stuck more to like traditional music.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And so that honestly got me really into like classical.
Okay.
And so like when I started listening to classical, I feel like that's when the music thing hit me, because I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. Like the way all this stuff is laid around,
Yeah.
and I was really into architecture when I was younger, actually.
Okay.
And so I remember in high school, like I wanted to design like symphony halls
Okay.
where I can use architecture and music together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I never did it, but like it really interested me because all the acoustics and stuff, like it all matters. It matters big time inside of
Right.
those symphony halls.
Okay.
And so I think slowly, like I just started getting curious more, like about sound and how it worked and what happens. And
Yeah.
How old were you when you were like getting into sound? Like you were still in high school?
no, when I like doing the audio engineering,
Yeah, like
this
when
was way out of high school already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was I started well, I didn't start it, but we started a Spanish rock band, and we got to the point where we were ready to record a demo. We went to like $1 million studio that's pretty known to
Yeah.
record a demo, and it was trash. Like it sounded horrible. I didn't like it at all. Like,
Was that like a teachable moment in I guess in your music career?
Yeah. So because we paid a lot of money
Okay.
to be in there,
Yeah.
and it didn't sound good.
Okay.
And I was like, man, honestly, by that point, like this was already like in the maybe 2008, maybe around there, 2007. I graduated in 2002,
Okay.
so this was already a few years out of high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So by that time, I had already. So man, it's because there's so much. Like when I was younger, I used to install a lot of car radios into cars.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I had a cousin that had one with an EQ in the bottom of it that
Yeah.
was separate from
Yes.
Yeah.
the radio. It was like maybe like a 10 band or a 12 band EQ, so
Yeah,
it had
yeah.
different frequencies.
Like a little box.
And he would like just kind of like he didn't know how it worked, but he knew what it did because you can hear it.
Right.
And so yeah, it was like a little box.
Yeah.
And so like you would turn the ones all the way to the left, which is the bass side, up, and then the bass got louder, and the ones in the middle would be the mids, and then the ones to the right would
your
be the treble.
treble, yes.
And he would mess with them, and I'm like, that is so cool. So when I started being in bands, the guitar amplifiers work the same way.
Okay.
They have the low, the mid, and the highs. And then we would use mixers for vocals and to plug on the instruments to get
Right.
sound out. And then same thing, like I'm usually the one that always bought everything. Just
It's,
Yeah.
whatever, it was just
It
always
just
me.
fell on you all the
It was
time?
just yeah.
It's like with like equalizers, you know, you gotta
Yeah.
mess with those
Oh, yeah.
equalizers.
Yeah.
Make it sound better.
So I always was the one that was running the mixers,
Okay.
and so slowly I would figure out, okay, and this was before I even got into audio engineering. This was just me trying to sound good when we played on stage,
Okay.
or when we practiced so we could hear each other.
Right.
And so when that happened, when we went to that studio and recorded, and it was just awful, I was like, man, I'd rather spend money on my own. I feel like I could do this,
Right.
and so that's how it started.
Yeah, I would say it probably only makes sense like if you're gonna spend that much money in a studio that you don't even own, you might as well
Right.
just buy all this shit yourself
Yeah.
and just learn
Yeah,
it yourself and not have,
absolutely.
you know, that's the way to do it.
I heard,
that's-
yeah,
that's
I
really
heard
how it
like
started.
a lot of trades start like that too, right? So
Yeah.
like woodworking, for example, right? Like, I don't know, somebody's married and their spouse asks them for a table, and then they go look at the price, and they're like, "Oh, why is this $3,000? I can build this."
Yeah.
And then they go in and build it, and they fuck it up the first time. But they
Yeah.
teach, you know, they
Oh,
teach
yeah, you learn.
themselves to make it better, right?
Yeah.
So I get what you mean on that. Because I do that myself in a couple things, right? Like, oh, I can just do that. It seems pretty easy, and I take my time doing it, and then you come to a point where you're really good at it. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's where you're coming off of, right?
You also understand why it costs that much.
Yeah, that
In the
too. Yeah,
process.
time
It's-
consuming
yeah.
and going back and forth, right?
And the tools that you need to do something if you don't already have them.
Yeah, because at
Oh,
that
yeah.
point, you're not paying just for the equipment. You're paying for somebody's time they put in
Right.
for the work.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to hear your rap song or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what got me into engineering, and so
Okay.
I started with like, I think I borrowed my mom's iMac that she was using at the time.
Okay.
And I just got like a little mixer that would record out, and
Uh-huh.
I was just plugging stuff in, and I would just start recording just
Okay.
to practice. And then slowly I started building up, like a small studio.
What was one of the first, I guess, what did you first record and you were like, man, this is actually really good? And you kind of go back to it today. You're like, man, I remember when I did this, and it was actually really, really good. Is there something like that happened to you?
That for sure is gonna be the album that I put out with my Spanish rock band at that time.
Okay.
So that's honestly like a whole story in itself.
Yeah.
But like when we recorded that,
Uh-huh.
like I was taking it to a lot of people that I knew that were running their own studios and that had studios at the time,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Holy cow! Like who did this?"
Uh-huh.
And it was like it was me, and they're like, "Wow, this is really good. Like it sounds really good."
Yeah.
And so, but to get to that point, I had already done a lot of trial and error, like on my
Right,
own. I
right.
was just recording a lot of stuff and just figuring out how
Mixing
it
it
was working.
yourself.
Yeah.
What's
And that-
good, what's not good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool because people actually go to school to learn stuff like that, right?
Oh yeah.
So that people,
Yeah,
and
they
you're
sure
over
do.
here learning
Yeah.
it like from the mud up, and
Yeah.
getting how you could.
Yep.
I guess the next question would be like, what how big did that band get? Like, because I remember you telling me like a while back that you guys went on tour and you did a bunch of things.
So that was that. Okay, so that I was in two big bands around that time. It was a metal band called Embryo, and that's the band I went on tour with.
Uh-huh.
And then there was the Spanish rock band that we were pretty known around here locally. Like we played Trees a few times, and every time we would pack it, and
Sick.
that place holds like 700 plus people.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember one time we played there, and like the dude that was a bouncer was
Uh-huh.
just a big old. I mean, just think of a big old bouncer. That was him, 100%.
Like Huey?
Yeah, literally. Like it might have been a little bigger than Huey actually.
Big dude.
And he didn't speak any English.
Okay.
I mean
Oh, yeah.
Spanish. Sorry,
Like Huey.
Spanish.
Oh, okay, okay.
And so we were a Spanish rock band. So after we got done playing, we were getting off stage, and he stopped. And I won't forget because I was scared out of my mind. He stopped me and was like, "Yo, who are you guys?" And I was like, "We're the band that we just played." He's like, "No, I know."
Yeah.
Right? Again, I'm scared. I'm looking at this dude like, "Oh man."
You're like, we're in Anitos
I'm like
Verdes.
Get on me.
I'm gonna get knocked out.
And I was like, no. I was like, I was just in that band. And he was like, no, I know. Like, who are you guys? And so I was confused. I was like, we're just a band like from here. He's like, where you
Yeah.
guys from? I'm like, no, we're from Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
And he was like,
You start throwing up your set.
yeah, I know, right? Heck no. So he was like, you guys are local? And I was like, yeah. He goes, I don't know what you guys are saying because I don't speak Spanish, but man, you guys are freaking awesome. He was like, the only people that pack this place like that is like national acts.
Uh-huh.
Like I think Deftones was there the week before we were.
Sick.
So like, he was working
Yeah,
those things, and
yeah.
he was telling us like, national acts are the ones that pack this place. He's like, that's crazy that you guys are local and you guys are packing it
You
like
guys
this.
are packing
Like,
it out.
Yeah.
That's freaking
that
cool
is
right there.
badass. Yeah.
So, and it was cool because, like at that time we were playing around everywhere. We had a little following. We were known like they were coining us the bad boys of Spanish rock.
Okay.
Because like, if you think of Spanish rock traditionally, everyone thinks like Maná and, stuff like that. Because
Yeah,
we were telling
yeah.
them we play Spanish rock. Oh, you guys sound like Maná? Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
To this
Mana's a
day,
big
like,
one, and it'll be like Caifanes.
Yeah,
or
like to
something
this
like that.
day,
Yeah.
To this
like,
day.
that irks me. I'm like, no, we don't sound
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Right.
But did y'all sound like Mana?
Nah, bro.
You said you were a heavy metal rock band, like
So
a
we
Spanish
weren't
rock band?
heavy. It was more punk, I think. It was
Okay.
more punk. We were kind of pushing that line of metal without being like super heavy.
Oh, you're being
Sound
subtle
like
with
Panda?
it.
Yeah, but it was just crazy because like who?
Like Panda? Wasn't
Kind
it
of. You
Panda?
know what? Yeah, kind of like Panda.
Like Panda?
Like Panda. Yeah, kind of like that.
I laugh at Panda because It's funny. 'Cause I used to listen to them, and I was like, and now as a grown up, I can't listen to them. It's just me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
It's just a
we're
face.
kind of like that.
Yeah, it was a face.
I definitely
Think of
wasn't-
Blink 182
Well,
with sombreros.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But Mexican.
But Mexicans, yeah.
But like we would play and like eventually like people were literally singing our songs. Like it was cool to hear. Like
Yeah.
like oh we wrote this and like everyone's singing it. Like it's pretty cool.
Right.
Did you get
Okay.
anyone saying like your music saved my life?
Nah, not that I know of, not yet.
So I want to revisit the fact where you were talking about architecture.
Oh yeah.
How deep did you get into that rabbit hole? Because it's a rabbit hole, dog. Once you start it, like, you know.
So
you
I
get into it.
actually went to college for architecture.
Oh, yeah, I think you remember.
Yeah, I
Right.
actually went to college to do architecture, and what happened was I'm a hands-on person. I've always been a hands-on person.
Right.
And that whole first class, because I took drafting in high school.
Okay.
And this was before the computers. Like we
Yeah,
had
yeah,
computers,
yeah.
but like before
Yeah.
computers. So we had to learn how to do everything by hand 1st. So which was cool. And then by the time I hit college, I had already taken drafting 1 and 2. So I was like in a more advanced class.
Okay, cool.
And everything there was switching over to software.
Yeah.
And so I didn't like sitting down and doing
Going
stuff.
in with it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know, at the time I just didn't, which is crazy because that's kind of what I do now in the studio. But like at that time I
Because it was new, right? Probably.
Yeah,
or
I was
you weren't
really
used
new.
to it.
Yeah, and I had learned, like we were learning it already. And I don't even think they use that program anymore that we were using back then. Like I think it became obsolete, but it was the new thing then.
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know, I got to the point like I much rather be on the field building stuff. And then so like I stuck it out, but then I ended up dropping out of college. Just so what happened was my grandma passed away at that time,
Okay.
and we were really close to her. Like we were super close to her.
Yeah, yeah.
And so she had passed away, and then I didn't go back. And then since my name was in the mix, I had a call from an architecture firm
Okay.
that they needed interns.
Yeah, yeah.
And so at that time they were gonna start like at $22.50 or something, which was like outrageous. And this is like the early 2000s, like
Okay, yeah,
03, 04.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money
Before
then.
the 08
Yeah.
thing?
And so no, this was like 2003, 2004.
That's a lot of money back
And
then.
so
yeah.
I was like, heck yeah. So I went interviewed. They're like, cool, man. Yeah, you know, it sounds good. Like, just what school are you going to and who's your teacher? And at the time I had just dropped out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm actually not in school right now. And they were like, oh, we're only taking people that are in school.
They wanted an
Damn.
intern.
So they
yeah.
wanted an intern. I was like, dang it. So I completely missed out on that. So I was
Dang.
like, dang. And then just for whatever reason, like what happened when I was younger, I graduated high school and I had a lot of offers because I played tuba in high
Okay.
school. I switched from trumpet to tuba.
Okay.
And honestly, we were really good. And then we were really known around
Yeah, yeah.
all the state of Texas. Like me and like 3 or 4 other tuba players. Like
Oh, sick.
there was a whole ordeal that happened when we were in high school where everyone thought we cheated because we all tied for first place.
Oh, wow.
And so everyone thought that we cheated, and
Yeah.
we're like, how? Like in the competition, they put you in a room. The judges are the band teachers from around the whole state,
Okay.
and they're behind panels, so you can't even see who's playing.
Okay.
And so like it turned into this whole thing where I think our band director had to go over and tell them like, you voted for him, you guys
Like
are the ones
he was
that
pointing
yeah.
them out. Like you guys
Yeah,
made
you
this
guys,
decision.
you guys made the decision, right? And so
Dang. Okay.
so we did state, and right after that, like I was getting letters from colleges from all over the
Oh, wow.
place, like, hey, come play here, come play here, come play here.
That's freaking cool.
And I was very young because I started school in California, and then when I moved to Texas, like I skipped a grade in California. So when I got over here, I was like 2 years younger. Like I was 16 as a senior.
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
And
cool.
so and so I was getting letters, and I'm like, dang, I think I should go to a school and and do music, and then maybe minor in architecture or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember my dad was like, man, I don't blame him anymore because obviously this a long
Stuff
time ago,
happens,
yeah.
yeah.
But he was like, you know what? There's no money in music. You shouldn't go to school for music. Go to school for architecture. And at the time, I'm the oldest,
Okay.
and I didn't know any better. And so I didn't even think about maybe majoring in architecture, minoring in music. Like I didn't even think about any of that.
Right.
He just said, don't do music, and I was like, oh well, there goes all these scholarships I got. Like,
Out the door.
yeah. And
In the
so
trash.
and so I ended up going to Mountain View to do architecture instead. And then
Okay.
that's when that happened.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, but I'm just like, dang man. Looking back, I'm like, man, if I would have known, like I would have definitely had gone somewhere.
You wouldn't have been here.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been here for
You
sure.
would've been here
So
drinking a beer with
everything
us.
happens for a reason. So
That's
Yeah.
true, bro.
that's
is
why.
true.
And I remember there was a point in time where I kind of was like, man, this is my dad's fault. And then I was like, no, I can't blame him. Like he didn't know either.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Right.
he didn't know, and it's like you keep blaming people and you don't take accountability for what's going on. Like you need to create. Like it happened already. What can you do about it? Nothing.
Nothing.
So
Yeah, you
move
can't
on.
build a time machine and go
Right.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. So just move on and let's go.
Exactly. I like that.
So
I like that, man. Saying that, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back, and I want to talk more about your music career in that band, if we can.
yeah.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we are back. We are inside the beer tanks. I just want to go ahead and say that. It's a little warm in here, but we've got a fan running. Keep some of the oxygen moving, or carbon, whatever you want to call it. I think it's both, something like that, right? Do we breathe in oxygen? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And we exhale what?
CO2.
Carbon dioxide.
Okay, see, somebody did their homework at science.
Is
That's
it
for
CO2
sure.
or just carbon?
Well, that's what CO2 is. Carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Carbon.
Yeah, I
Carbon,
heard if you
and
inhale
then
CO2, you
oxide
blow up.
for the O, and then the 2 is die because two.
Is that what it is?
Carbon
'Cause
dioxide.
I had a
Yeah.
dumb moment. I saw there was some water at a gas station. It was like some foreign water,
Okay.
and it said natural water mixed with CO2. And then I read carbon, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't get it.
Breaking Bad is good. Anyways,
right?
Oh, I love Breaking Bad. That was the show.
bro, I just finished it again. So I do
Oh,
this
yeah, I
thing
need to
once a
rewatch
year.
it.
I gotta watch Breaking Bad, the
Yeah, I
whole
need
thing.
to rewatch it again, but yeah,
I just watched it.
it's awesome.
So I'm in El Camino right now.
El Camino.
Hey.
Bing, 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 bing.
Got a homie here, Hermanos Photography,
Hermanos.
dabbing us up from the outside.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
Torta
Hey, big shout out Torta, yeah.
Big shout out
yeah.
Torta.
She makes really good cakes.
and tortas.
She does make good cakes.
She makes really good yummy cakes.
Yeah.
But we're back.
I haven't
We're
had one, so I
recording.
don't know.
Wrong episode.
damn.
Today's the beef episode.
It is Beefy episode. All right,
Beefy.
all right, we're back. We're back. All
One
right,
thing
all right.
about me is I'm
We did take a
Full
break.
table,
We
so.
filled up on some beer. I'm gonna fill you up right now. But Big Mexico, you had a question
Yeah, I actually did.
for Beefy. So
what you got?
I think, with all due respect, that's a bad way to start. No, but you
That's fine,
kind of
dude.
mentioned your age at the beginning of the episode, right? You said you graduated in what, 02?
Yeah.
In 1995 or something
Damn.
like that? Damn, fuck.
No, 2002.
Yeah, 2002,
Like,
right? So you kind of hit the golden era when all the screamo shit was popping
Oh,
off
yeah.
and all like all
Oh,
the
yeah.
damn, Attack on Tech or Attack.
Attack
Yeah.
Attack. That's a Christian band. People didn't know. Creed was a Christian band. That was late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Creed's Christian?
Creed's Christian as
Creed's
fuck.
Christian.
I didn't know he was
Yeah.
a Christian.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
The more you know.
So my question was, how was the scene back in the day, like finding all these new bands? Because like right now, kids that are into My Chemical Romance and shit like that,
Yeah, they didn't know about
yeah,
it
they
then,
didn't know
right?
about
No,
it then, you know.
they're wannabes, bro.
Yeah, and
They
it was
know the
probably like
struggle,
yeah.
man.
You know
I
what's
know.
cringe? Before you answer, do you? Let me ask you this one. Piggyback off of that. Do you think it's cringe that kids in their like 20s or early 20s are starting to really like Deftones?
Like right now?
Yeah.
Heck
Or you think
no.
that's cool?
I think that's awesome.
Okay, cool. All right.
It's gonna
I think
make,
it's cringe.
It's gonna
What
make
about-
them like.
That's just me.
What about Creed?
I mean, Creed is one of those bands where everybody
Creed is
swears they
cool.
hate them, but they know they secretly love them.
Pretty cool. It's
So
like
it's always been
Nickelback.
their
Yeah,
thing.
I thought the same thing
Nickelback
with
goes hard.
Nickelback.
Yeah,
Nickelback
it's
is
like
good.
Nickelback. Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
don't know
the
why they
same
got
Nickelback, yeah.
or Daughtry. Daughtry was
They
good
just-
too, and
they
until
just
they
have a
found out he was
lot of-
racist or something.
Yeah, they just have a lot of hate towards them because
Yeah.
honestly, I don't even know why. If it's good music, it's good music.
Right.
I never really cared what it was, as long as I liked it and
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Like, but yeah,
But what was the scene? So what was the scene for you during high school? Going back to Big Mexico's question.
Before we get into that, I just want to piggyback off Deftones and what you said.
Okay.
I think Deftones is one of the bands where it finds you, you don't find it unless
Interesting.
you're like that, right? Because when I was like in the super like hipster age, I really wanted to get into Deftones because everyone loved it, and then I couldn't. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
It was the moaning.
Was it?
I think it
I
was.
think it was. But
Yeah.
then after that, like listening to like more grown, I guess, as an adult, I was like, I fucking love this.
Moaning is normal now.
so I would say that in high school I was really into more hip hop, for sure.
Sick.
For
Chingy?
sure. Chingy. No, I mean like I was really into, I actually like both East and West Coast. Like
Okay.
I never understood the feud then because it was like maybe shortly as it was happening, and I never got into it like that until
Yeah.
way later in life to understand what was going on.
Yeah.
But again, I was just jamming stuff. But it's because I listened to a lot of stuff that my parents listened to
Okay. Yeah.
growing up, even in high school. So I was real into Spanish music, like
Right.
traditional Spanish music.
Temerarios.
And yeah, Spanish name,
Costa.
Spanish. Pasteles Verdes is one of my
Pasteles
favorite
Verdes,
bands.
dog?
Yes.
Oh, dude, yes.
And then I got into like Julio Jaramillo because my mom absolutely loves him, and that's
Okay.
all like the bolero style really fast finger pick guitar.
Yeah.
And this was before I even knew how to play guitar. I kind of knew I wanted to, but
Okay.
I just thought it was so hard, and so I kind of just stayed away from it.
Right.
But you know, like my dad grew up listening to like obviously Vicente Fernandez and Bronco, and then my mom listened to a lot of oldies. So she was super into like the Beatles, the Beach Boys, like into all of that stuff.
Okay.
And so that's kind of more what I listened to. And as we hit high school, I got into like hip hop and stuff like that. And I did listen to a lot of rock. I just didn't know who the bands were at the time.
I got you.
But I have an older cousin that brought me a tape of Rage Against the Machine.
Sick.
The very first album, he had it on tape, and he's like, listen to this. And then he also had the tape of the first 3 6 Mafia CD. Like, so it was like both back to back. So I listened to Rage, and I'm like, dude, who are these guys? Like, this is freaking awesome. And then I put it on 3 6, and it's just, dang, like, I'm just like, what the heck? And so I started getting more into that. I started listening to a lot of like Tupac, NWA, and then on the other side, you know, Biggie. Nas, I really, really like Nas. I think he's.
Did you ever listen to
so
KRS-One?
underrated. Yeah, KRS-One. So like, that was. I think that was. So those bands were more like, I knew somebody that knew them, and they were putting me on them.
Sick. Yeah.
So that's how that came around. Like,
Did you listen to like, because whenever like I growing up, I remember my mom and my uncle, they'd be like super into, I guess back then there was like a dance battle scene. Where did you listen to like Debbie Deb and Lil Susie and?
oh my goodness, yeah, I definitely went through my
Did
my
you go through that?
K-N-O-N phase.
Yeah,
oh,
K-N-O-N, yes,
Energy
yes.
89.3. Shout out if they ever hear this. Back in the late '90s, early 2000s.
I still get down with Planet Rock, bro.
From noon.
100%,
It was
bro.
from noon to 4. They played nothing but Latin freestyle.
Is that
Yeah.
the, like,
They still do it, I think.
They still do it.
Yeah, I think they still do it. Was it
haven't listened to it in so
Tuesdays? Is
long.
it Tuesday or Thursday?
I think it's.
It used to be every day.
Yeah, it is every day.
No, is it still every day?
It's every
Dude,
day.
yeah,
okay.
I know. Yeah, because this is funny. That kind of same topic, but because I have a coworker. Well, the guy who trained me up.
Yeah.
He's about the same age as you. I think he's actually the same age as you. And he put me on KNON. And he's the one that put me on
nice.
everything. Yeah, and he's the one that showed me like Planet Rock.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I've seen this before. I don't know where. And I think it was like a commercial for something that had Planet Rock like back in like the 90s or something.
I just love the
Yeah.
beats that they did. Like everything was
so crazy.
It was different.
like,
It was
that was
different.
like, I was a freshman at that time, and that's like when we were like getting into like breakdancing and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
That's when
Okay.
breakdancing was
Yeah,
a huge
like-
thing.
Is that
Was that the scene then?
tagging
Was
and,
that, was that the
the
Is
scene?
that the
tagging.
LA sounding, like the Cholo sounding thing?
You know,
I
that
think
that was
they play
here.
like.
that was here.
That
yeah.
was here.
That was big here in Dallas.
I'm just
That
trying to
was
figure
here.
out what it
You
sounds
know
like.
that one song where it's like, hey, it's Modelo time, fool.
Ding,
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 ding.
ding,
Yes,
ding.
yes,
Is that
that's
okay?
that.
so
Yes, that's
I'm just
right
trying
there,
to be
yes.
located and see what it was.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I think, and I could be wrong, correct me here, but was that called Boogie as well? It's like, hey, man, let's go Boogie, or was that more like oldies, do you know?
The Dallas Boogie.
Something like that. Yeah, I
So-
think
so
that's
So
what they
what
called
are you
it.
referring to? I've never heard anyone
No?
calling
Dang,
it boogie.
okay. Because I heard this from, so my old neighbor, right? His dad was big in the break scene, like breakdown scene here in Dallas. Like he competed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like he had trophies and stuff. The whole
dang.
like
Yeah.
Run DMC fit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But in
Yeah.
Dallas. And he called it that. He was like, yeah, it was called the boogie. Like if you
He's
tell
probably
somebody,
older
it's like,
than
hey,
me,
let's get
maybe,
down with
then.
the boogie. But it wasn't like break dancing. It was more like dancing and stuff.
That sounds
Oh,
old
no,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Yes,
I'm
bro.
not
It's
gonna
like,
lie.
yeah,
that's-
like,
it
let's
was
boogie.
like-
So breakdancing
Yeah,
was
like-
popular like in the 70s even, and
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Right,
so
yeah, because it was part of the. And you're a big music guy, so you should know this, right? Like the elements of hip hop, right?
yeah, big
breakdancing was
time.
part of
yeah,
it, right?
Yeah. So then
Graffiti
by the
was part
time
of
we got
that?
into Latin
yes, it
freestyle,
was.
like that's when I got exposed to it. So that was
Okay.
like in 97, 98, 99, around that time.
Did you ever try to make any beats like that? Like with
Nah.
that kind of
It wasn't you.
Because I feel like they're good beats, but they're also really simple. But like they bring that that energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I never. So I wasn't into production at that time either.
Oh no.
So I wasn't even trying to make beats or anything like
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
but
Because you were a trumpet player at the time,
yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
I wasn't.
So
in
you were
high
listening
school
to
and
other
band,
stuff.
yeah.
What were you
Complete
listening to at the
opposite.
time? What was like the thing? You know, like, because I guess like around our time, right? Where you like for us, it was like ASAP Rocky, like Future,
Well,
right?
like
Like
2010?
during high school, like what was some of those albums
Yeah,
that came
it
out that
was
hit?
Rocky, Future,
Drake,
Lil
the-
Wayne was big.
Lil Wayne,
Wayne.
right?
Oh,
At
yeah,
that
Lil
time.
Wayne.
So like for
Carter
you during high school, right? What was some of those albums that were coming out? Like the Carter 3, right? For
Carter
example,
3.
that was big on our
Webby.
time. And we're not too far off, but like what was
No,
like
yeah.
that for you?
So, in middle school, I was still listening to a lot of the music my parents were listening to.
Okay.
except for like the few that my cousin had put me on, which was Rage and 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah.
That led me into like Tupac,
Nas and all that.
Okay,
Once I started hitting high school, obviously now my span of friends grew and everybody listened to a lot of stuff. That's around the time that I started getting more into rock music, and I remember when so this was like System of a Down when they were first popping, like they started coming out.
Yeah.
And then I remember when Linkin Park dropped their first album.
Okay.
Man,
It hit everybody.
that hit everybody, I think, and we were like, "What is this?" Because now these guys are rapping to rock music,
They're
which was
DJing, rapping.
which reminded me a lot of Rage Against the Machine,
Yeah.
but just heavier.
Right.
So it was just a lot different, and I'm like, man, this is awesome. And then I remember a friend had, she was listening to, I don't know if you guys remember the Discmans. She had a Discman.
Oh yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah.
I had
Yes,
those elementary
So
school.
I was like, what you jamming to? And she put me on, and that was she was listening to Godsmack. And I'm like, this is awesome. And then
Wow.
I started listening to Godsmack, and man, that was another band that was just like, man, that.
At the same time, did you ever get into Slayer?
So
Or was that more of like a darker rocker fool scene?
I've always known about like Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, all of them.
Korn.
I think
Big
what
Four.
happened was
Big Four.
when I started learning how to play guitar, that's when I got more into the 80s metal bands. Because like those bands were from like the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's when I was born. So as a young kid, my parents didn't listen to that. I didn't listen to it. I didn't know who they were.
I got you.
So it was more exposed to me as I started getting older and learning how to play guitar.
Was your family ever big on? So your parents listened to a lot of Spanish,
Yeah.
Mexican, right, music. So were your parents also part of the big Selena movement, right? When she passed away,
yeah.
because let's
So yeah, that
Selena got famous after she died. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, but were your parents kind of the same scene, and then they brought you onto that, or was,
So they were already listening. My dad, I think more than my dad was already listening to Selena. Oh, maybe my mom too.
Okay.
I know my aunt and my uncle definitely were listening
they're
to
probably
Selena.
younger? I'm guessing.
Yeah. So my dad, that's my dad's brother. He's a little younger. I remember we would go to their house and like they were listening to them, and then I remember the like it was just a funny story. Like the day that we found out she died, me and my cousins were hanging out by a big ass tree over there in my cousin's house.
Okay.
And so we ended up naming that tree the Selena tree.
Oh wow.
Because that's like when we found out that she had passed
Yeah,
away,
yeah,
we were over there.
Oh wow.
But yeah, we were already listening to them then. Like,
That's cool.
so I don't remember how we got introduced
Yeah.
to Selena.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I know we went to Corpus Christi and everything, and to
Oh,
go visit
sick.
the museum
Okay.
and everything they made.
Now, do you guys have a shrine in that tree for Selena?
No, they don't even own that house anymore. So
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it was
Because Country Burger, right? It's a staple in
Oh,
Oak
yeah.
Cliff.
Oh yeah, they do have
And the
that.
old Country Burger, before it
Yeah.
got remodeled, they had a whole Selena
Yeah, they
thing.
did.
They still have
it
a
was
couple
different.
things in
They
there,
have
too.
a few things,
Yeah,
yeah,
they have a few
but not
things
like
in there
before.
still.
I think they
Yeah, they had a whole like candles and everything.
bro.
That was
Yeah,
crazy.
you
Yeah.
go in there and pray to Saint Selena.
nah, but like now that I'm older
Uh-huh.
and I go back and listen, man, that they were on another level. They really were.
Yeah.
The arrangements, the music they were playing, like
Everything.
they were definitely at the forefront of that whole sound of
Yeah.
what that came to be. Like,
What
it
about
was pretty crazy.
what about that other guy that passed away on the airplane? They made the La Bamba movie.
Oh, Richie Valens.
Richie Valens?
So,
Yes.
yeah, I mean he's.
Do you think he was on that same level, or at least getting there? Because I think he popped off, and then
The thing was,
unfortunately,
he was doing English because he didn't speak Spanish.
yeah. Well, Selena didn't speak
I was
Spanish
gonna
either.
say,
But she was doing Tejano and he was
Yes.
doing actual rock, and they're from
Yeah.
different eras because he was from like the '60s.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the '60s.
yeah, because his last name his real name was like Ricardo Venezuela,
Valenzuela,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
But he changed it in order to
yeah,
get
yeah.
gigs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's how he got it. Because
Yeah.
he was playing with Buddy Holly a
Yeah.
lot as well, right? Like that's
Yeah.
part of it, right? Because he also died in that plane
that
crash
plane
with him,
crash,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Buddy
they
Holly died in the same plane crash that
Richie Valens did.
La Bamba died in?
Yeah, that's what they say. What Rock and Roll died or something? I think.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's what they said. That's the night Rock and Roll died or something. Because that's when it like rock and roll switched over, I guess, to
So
different. like,
rock and
punk
roll
stuff.
became a derivative of blues music.
Right.
Is what happened, and because like a lot of it is very similar.
Yeah.
And then back then they didn't have like the heavy distorted guitars that you do now.
no, they
they
didn't.
were all just clean tube amps that they were playing, and it was just crazy how they were getting their sounds.
I wanna ask you this question now, touching with that with blues, because I really enjoy blues
I love
myself.
blues music.
I love it. Same
Yeah.
here. Same. And have you ever seen Back to the Future? Is it Back to
Yeah.
the Future 1, where
all of 'em.
Marty McFly plays
Yeah.
at the prom, and
Yeah.
he's like shredding on the guitar,
Yeah.
that Gibson, and he's like, you know,
that
everybody's like, what is this? And he's
ES-235.
like, your kids are gonna love this.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to
Yeah, yeah.
this. You got the
He's
phone.
playing Johnny Be Good.
Yes, Johnny Be Good.
Yeah.
Now, so how do you know this? You might not know this, and I've heard this. No, I'm sorry, I read this on Reddit, but apparently that
Oh, no,
that
not Reddit, bro.
scene actually came from like a real story, right? Where they were playing at a show. I don't know if it was a prom or not, but they were playing at a show, and they had to improvise on playing a song or something because they lost like a guy playing the guitar. And the guy
Yeah.
they put on, he just started like shredding, and without him knowing he was shredding. I read a post on Reddit about
Honestly,
it.
I
And
don't
apparently, it's
know.
like really
Yeah.
close
That'd
to
be
what
crazy,
really
though.
happened or something like
It
that.
wouldn't surprise me because I know around that time there was a lot of guitar players that knew how to play that and they just weren't exposed, so nobody
weren't
knew about
supposed
them.
to, right?
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
knew about them.
Well, it's like Johnny Cash, right? Like the story with Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah.
Like his lyrics were completely different from
Yeah.
what people were hearing on the radio.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't know, but Johnny Cash, some of his first music writings were actually very religious, right?
Yeah,
'Cause I think he was
yeah,
a
it was
Baptist or
Christian, yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Right? And then he
Yeah.
like switched it over, and then he did walk the line, kind of describes his
Yeah.
life. So, but how? I guess another question I want to ask is we're all talking about music. What is like one of your favorite albums to this day? Like you have it on CD, you have it on cassette, you have it on vinyl, or maybe you just don't have it, but you have it stored on your phone, and it's like that one album you keep going to all the time.
You can't say Chevelle.
Why
And
can't I say
don't say
Chevelle?
Adele 21. Don't say that.
Man.
What is that one album? Like it's not a song, but it's an album. You know what I mean? Like you play the whole thing, you know it.
So there's honestly a few.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just one. There's a few. One of them, honestly, would be the Eminem, the Marshall Mathers LP.
Okay.
That one.
The first or the second?
That's his. Well,
That'd be his
for,
first one.
for the people who don't know, it's actually his third album.
Oh, really?
So he brought out so I'm a huge Eminem fan.
Okay.
He brought out an album called Infinite, way back in like '96 or something.
Okay.
That's super underground. Like I remember that was the
Is that the one with the Vicodin pill crush that's on the CD cover?
no.
No, not the Infinite, but the one that you said. Was it Marshall Mathers LP?
No, that's where he's like in front of a house. Just
Yeah, he's in
Okay,
front of
that's
his
the
house.
first one.
'Cause,
That's,
yeah,
that's
the
their
Marshall.
first official release.
No, that's the second.
Yeah,
Well,
Because
that was
they
the
had-
second official.
They had that one in the LP2. The LP2 is when he's like,
The
when the house
first
is
one
like
is
all messed up.
The first one is a Slim Shady LP,
Okay.
and that one I
Oh,
think
that's
it-
with the house. They're like on a bridge on a pier, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare
That
2,
one is
bro.
a good one.
Yeah.
Modern
No,
Warfare
that's
2.
So
Relapse.
that was his first official release, but he had another album before that.
Was it like a
And
mixtape?
was
I'm
mixtape.
guessing, or maybe it wasn't.
It was an
known?
album. Like
Uh-huh.
it was a whole album.
Oh, wow.
But he sounds like a little kid. Like
Yeah,
but he-
like he's young as hell.
But he was just going
Coming out of 8 Mile.
off. I mean, like it was just it's raw. It's so raw, and I'm like because I found out about that way after he had already
Okay.
been popping.
Is it from listening to Stan?
No.
You remember
what?
what?
No, Stan came out after
I
that.
haven't
but
seen
you know
Stan
the
yet.
but
I've been
the
wanting to watch
Stan-
it. I haven't seen it.
No, dude, it's the song "Stan" from Eminem.
Oh, that's the second.
But you know when he mentions
yeah.
that thing where the fan is like, "I even got the underground shit that you did with so and so." He's like,
Oh, maybe.
Is that-
yeah,
is that
that's
the
probably
mixtape that you were
album.
talking
yeah,
about?
that's
Okay,
probably the
yeah,
album
yeah.
they're referring to.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a big Eminem fan.
Huh?
I never liked him, and it's just his voice. I'm just
Really?
going ahead and say it. So I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
what about Slim Shady though?
Huh?
What about Slim Shady?
Same thing. I've never listened to any of his stuff. Isn't it the same guy or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
It's
don't
just
know.
all
But now
Trey
this makes me want to go listen to his first albums.
Yeah.
it's
so-
good when he's on drugs.
Yeah, when he's on
Yeah.
drugs, he's great.
Because then he got clean, and then it's
Yeah.
just
The
it's
whole
a different
relapse
vibe.
album.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But
everyone-
Nonetheless, yeah, definitely the Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah.
That's one that I can just play straight through. I think I
Okay.
know every
When he
single
was
song
when he
word
was
for word.
struggling, that's
Yeah.
he sounded- yeah, he was sounding great.
That one for sure. Also, the very first Linkin Park CD.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I could play straight through. There's a Godsmack CD that I can play straight through.
Okay.
And then surprisingly, Three Doors Down also.
Three Doors Down.
I
Really?
fucking
Yeah.
love Three Doors Down.
Three Doors
too.
Down.
Hell
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
I have an inside
Okay.
joke with one of my best friends that when that album first came out,
Yeah.
I had a CD player in my car, and it was just on repeat for like a whole
Forever.
year. It was like in a whole like I feel that one time when I finally took it out, and I don't know if this is really what happened or not. Right?
Yeah.
This is what we remember. I took the CD out, and the music was still playing. Like so, we have an inside joke that that album got burned
Into the laser,
into the
yeah,
laser
for it, so it was
on
just
the CD
playing.
player. Yeah, we just play on
That's
its own.
wicked. That's fucking wicked right there. That's cool.
That's pretty badass.
That is, yeah,
But
bro.
it was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Now, did you ever go to Walmart and buy any of these CDs? Because I have like this really
Not
fond
Walmart.
memory when you brought Three Doors Down, right?
Yeah.
I
No.
bought one of their CDs at Walmart.
We used to go to like CD Warehouse, Sam Goody,
Target because they had the explicit one.
or Best Buy. Best Buy was.
I was gonna say
was
Best
the
Buy was my
explicit ones.
go-to. Walmart or Best Buy?
But honestly,
Best Buy used to have all the good ones.
So
yeah.
it's funny that we were talking about K&O-N earlier because when I got into like DJ Laz,
Uh-huh.
the whole little
phase?
the whole phase of
Yeah,
Latin,
yeah.
I used to go to Top 10 Records, and that's where I would get all of my albums from for that Latin
Sick.
freestyle. They
Hell
have
yeah.
Johnny Z, Susie,
Uh-huh.
DJ Laz, like
Debbie Deb.
like they had all the albums there, and so I would
Did you-
go and buy them from there.
Man, dude, I don't know. Did you ever? You might know this, Joshua, too. Lil Susie did like a little concert not too long ago, but this was probably like
A few years ago, yeah.
like
So
6,
she's
7
known
years
to
ago.
do random
Right, she
pop-up
does.
concerts
Right,
at
wasn't it at
places here in Dallas.
Players? Didn't she do
Yeah,
like a little
yeah.
concert at Players?
The last one that I remember.
That's where they all go to. They all go to.
They
Oh,
go to
yeah.
Players and
They
do
go
it,
to
right?
Players,
Yeah.
Yeah. The last one that I remember was like in Marca Hall or something like that.
Okay.
Somewhere for something.
Yeah.
She was there. Yeah.
Dang, bro, that's crazy.
But I used to actually go watch them. They used to go a lot to go do shows
Uh-huh.
at DMX.
Oh
Rest
yeah.
in peace.
R.I.P.
We talked about this last time.
And so that's a whole. Man, that's a whole nother.
Did you ever go to DMX?
Heck yeah.
Beefy? Of course you did. It's like, hey, man, I used to get down, eh?
No, yeah. And they would
DMX.
play that, and it was just, man, that was a whole experience in
Yeah.
its own every single time. Cause like I feel like the club scene's not big anymore like that. Not like it used
It's
to be back
changed,
then.
man. And
Everyone's
I
on
think
their
part of it.
phones.
I think part of it too is
Yeah.
like
Social
I
media.
sound I sound like a boomer right now. Thank you, Joshua. Social media ruined it, bro. I
No,
think
it
that's
did.
what it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like you want to go to a concert, it's not the same, dude.
Oh yeah.
Am I the only one feeling like that? It's not
Everyone
the
acts
same.
tough at clubs now.
That
Like
too.
Like,
that's all they do.
I feel like
it depends on the venue.
No,
No, I don't think
because
so.
everybody's
So-
too
It depends on the
scared.
venue.
Everybody-
I was
I
at
will say this. I've been
Southside
to
Ballroom.
no,
Same shit.
no.
Right.
I've
What do you
been to-
mean?
Let
You pay for
let me tell you.
general admission.
me tell you.
You go up to the front like nothing.
No, but
No,
still,
that's
everyone's
not
on their
what-
No,
phone.
yeah, you
So-
go inside and people.
I've been to so many
I just-
concerts, just in general, right? And back in the day, for sure, you would watch the concert. Now everyone's with their phone recording the
Yeah.
whole thing,
For a video, they'll never go back and see.
and I'm
Exactly.
just like, this is crazy. They're literally watching it through their phone when the people are like on
Right there.
stage, right there
Yeah.
performing. I'm just
Yeah.
like, I don't get it. Like,
I still look at those videos
You-
because I was out there in the front. Pretty neat.
nice.
I record like 5 minutes and then I start enjoying the show.
Yeah. Did you
I
record?
would say this,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
do
got-
maybe like a picture or something.
Yeah.
a short
I would say
clip,
this,
but-
like, one of the biggest artists that are alive that I wanted to see was Kid Cudi.
okay.
Yeah, I know it's weird, but I know Huey's looking at me like, "Oh, great."
No,
But
I
no,
love
Kid
Kid
Cudi.
Cudi.
No, but Kid Cudi when he came to American Airlines the last time, and I put my phone away and I just listened to him the
Yeah.
entire time.
You
That's
didn't
what I
take like
tend
a
to do.
quick
And
5
I
minutes?
sang my heart out to every single song, and it was freaking great. Like to me, I was like, "Dude, this is freaking cool," because I was in high school listening to like I burned CDs, downloading from Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
LimeWire.
No, Pirate Bay.
I
I would get them from the
share
Pirate
LimeWire.
Bay.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
was,
dude.
first was Pirate Bay.
Yeah, I would put
and
them
then
on
LimeWire.
CDs.
Nah, I was
so I
Napster
can play
first,
in my
boy.
car, and then I download them to my iPod Nano and just
Yeah.
have the whole albums
Oh,
there and
yeah.
stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was freaking cool, man.
Yeah, I used to have the little watch
So-
one, the little square one.
Oh, you had one of those?
Yeah,
you
I
were
had
rich.
the little square
I'm
one.
just kidding.
Nah.
You know which one I used to have? I used to have the iPod Classic, and I fucking
The big
miss
one?
It.
The
Yes.
brick?
Oh, yeah.
The brick. I
brick?
miss that one so much, bro. My dad bought me this for Christmas, and I wanted an iPod Touch, but the
Yeah.
Classic, you can't go wrong with the Classic either.
can, bro.
I was watching Family Guy on that shit.
You know what I've heard? I heard that they're gonna try to bring it back. I don't know how true it is. This is on Reddit Tech, so it could be fake. But apparently they want to bring it back.
Well, there's a reason why. There's a reason why.
But I heard they want to bring it back
Yes,
though, right?
there-
But it's
there's-
kind of like
there's-
your iPhone, but like with the whole like
yeah,
the
iPod,
Music
yeah,
Library.
everything. Yeah,
the
They had
iTouch
those already.
one, pretty
The
much.
yeah,
iPod
pretty
Touch.
much.
But
Yeah.
there's a reason why, because they want to bring it back, because the whole Privacy Act that's been going around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've heard about that.
The
Yeah.
UK shit?
A lot of people have been canceling their subscriptions because of that.
Yeah,
They want to
yeah.
go back to the old
Where you
shit.
buy the album and
Yeah,
put
and
it
you
in,
put
and
it
it's
in,
yours
yes.
forever.
Well,
yeah,
did
I heard,
John
yeah,
know-
that was part of it too.
Yes.
That was part of
Did
it.
John know
What's
that iPod saved Apple from going out of business?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You can
100%.
tell too.
Did
I
y'all
didn't know
know
that,
that?
but you can tell though.
So they
can tell.
were about to go out of
Bankrupt?
business. Like they were about to go bankrupt. Nobody's buying Apple stuff because it was just Macs and they were too expensive or whatever.
Okay.
And then here comes the iPod, the first one, like the very very first one that had like the
Yeah, the little.
talking about the
actual
stick?
buttons.
Yeah.
No.
That's a
circle.
shuffle. That's a shuffle.
No, it was like
It was like
looked
this-
like the
it was like-
classics.
it was like
It
this
was
big.
big.
Yeah, the
And it
brick,
had-
the giant one.
Yeah,
the
and it
big,
had like
thick one.
buttons like
It was
that.
like 160 gigabytes.
Yeah,
on
Yeah,
there.
yes, yes,
no,
yes.
they were only like 8
still-
gigs or
I still
4
have
gigs.
mine.
They didn't even know 160
No,
was.
I
It's like a
did.
computer.
Mine
So the
was
one you're talking about,
160.
it was like a flat. It was
Yeah.
all flat. The first one had like an actual bump, like you could feel the buttons, and then you could click them, like you could push them in.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
circle. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a circle.
I still have mine.
But it doesn't rotate like the other ones did. Like
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out
no,
Steve
yeah,
Jobs.
those were the first ones. Yeah.
yeah, the first one.
My sister got one for Christmas. It was like a green one. She got her name engraved and everything on it. But yeah, those were
Yeah.
pretty cool.
You're talking about the nanos, right?
The Nano,
The
and then
Nano
they
ones,
came
the
out.
These didn't have
ones
the
and
name
stuff.
engraving in them yet. The first ones.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
think
they
you
then
could-
they came out the ones that had the actual like camera on it where you can record and
Yeah.
shit on
But
there.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
already like that was like the 6th or 7th generation.
Yeah,
I think they were
Yeah.
like. I think that was a step right before they introduced the iPhone.
iPod Touch.
The iPod Touch.
Yeah, the
iPod
touch,
Touch.
yes,
Sorry, the
yeah.
iPod
Yeah.
Touch. Yes.
But yeah,
Which
so
transitioned
anyway, yeah,
to
the
iPod
iPhone,
3G, right? Or
the
something.
the iPod got
3G.
like super
iPhone
popular.
3G or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
it got-
what's crazy though? So, you know now how you grab your phone and you put it to somebody else's phone and then it, like you sync your contact information or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bluetooth songs to each other?
No.
Oh,
yeah.
The iPhone 3G did that a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
'Cause my-
old. It's old.
Yeah, my mom
Yeah.
and dad had one, and like they would do it. And, yeah, it would sync your information. I was like, and then people think it's like something new now.
So like that's a picture of.
It's,
Oh
it's,
God!
it's none of those.
I hit my elbow.
The very first one that came out, it's
The
none of
little.
those.
I remember I had the little one.
Oh yeah, that's
the
the shuffle.
That's the little
Yeah.
iPod shuffle.
Yeah.
But before that, there was one
The
that
stick?
looked like a USB stick.
The stick, yeah.
The USB.
Oh,
stick.
really?
So that
it
was
like
also the
but
shuffle,
It was
yeah.
long, and it was an iPod shuffle, but it was an here it is. Here's a better picture of it. So
Yeah.
that's the one
Yeah.
I remember because
What the hell? I don't
Yeah,
remember
it,
that.
There was-
it looked like the Apple TV
in
remote.
elementary there was
Yeah,
a
it does
kid,
look like Apple TV remote.
and I think his dad trapped, and I think his dad had a bunch of them. It's like, who wants to buy one for $25?
That
He
one
was
in the
gonna get rid
green,
of-
that's the first gen.
I was gonna say because
It
this
had the
is
3D buttons, like the
this
buttons
is the
popped out.
first
yeah,
one that I
that's the
remember,
first
yes.
one.
Dang.
Because
Yeah.
I think one of my science teachers, it was either elementary or middle school, would play music out of it.
Yeah,
And he would play like YouTube and shit.
yeah. So
We
that,
stole one
that
one
literally
time.
saved Apple from.
That was
going
how I got my
bankrupt.
first iPod Touch. It
Stolen?
was stolen for me. Yeah.
Same. Well, we found one of those brick ones. You remember Best Buy has those like places where you can like discard old technology because they like harvest
yeah.
the lithium out of it, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I remember one time I just walked up and then dug into the thing. I found an iPod
What the
shuffle
heck?
or an iPod
Nice.
like those,
The Touch.
and then I tried to fix it, but I couldn't figure shit out about it.
Yeah, Adrian, if you're hearing this out there somewhere, I know you have my original one, the classic that was like, I think it was like 160 gigs or something, or 80 gig.
God.
That's what I'm saying.
The big
That's
one?
what I had. Was 160 gigs.
Yeah.
How many
and
Chevelle songs
I
were on
had
I
it?
don't
it
know why I thought they were always like
full
62
of
gigs or
music.
something.
No,
Yeah.
That one. That was a brick for a reason.
I had it full of
Yeah,
music,
big ass
and I
break
left
for
it in his car on accident. He lives in Lubbock. He came to visit me one time,
Really?
and I left it in his car on accident.
And he just has
And
it?
then he just,
It's just there,
yeah, he's like,
probably.
I'll send it to you, and then I just never got
He
it.
never did.
Yeah.
Pulling up to Lubbock.
Yeah,
We're on our way to
I
Lubbock
want it
right
back.
now.
For real, we're on our way right now. There's nothing in Lubbock. by
Let's
the
wrap
way.
this shit up. Let's go. Let's go to Lubbock.
But that one was the one that was my main one. After I went through like, because I think I got a small one, and then I got the little. So I got the little square one with it had a screen that you could swipe through. It was
Okay.
touch, but I had encased in a watch because that's the one that I used to skate with. So like I would
Sick.
have a little Bluetooth adapter on it, and I would have wireless
Yeah.
earbuds, and then
Dang.
Hey, you were that guy.
I was
you
gonna
were
say
that
he was
guy.
rich. He was rich.
Well, it's
he
not-
was rich.
He was
just
him.
don't-
He was him.
It's because everyone used to keep their iPods with the wire, and,
Yeah.
and they would always
Yeah,
fall,
that's
break,
true.
they would disconnect. And I'm
Me.
like,
I'm not
I'm
poor.
not doing all that.
Me.
Like,
I'm not poor.
Do you
It's not that
remember
I
those
wasn't poor, it's
JVC
just-
gummy headphones?
oh
Yes.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
had
Yeah,
fun fact.
they're like
fun
$5,
story.
right?
Yeah,
Back in
I
the
had 'em.
day, yeah.
I had 'em.
Fun
Yeah.
story. I
Yeah.
had the Sony ones, the Sony gummy ones with
Oh,
the wired,
nice.
right? So
You were rich.
no, they were like $20.
Yeah.
So like what I would do is like I would use the fuck out of them, and usually it was always one. I told this story to my little sister like
Okay.
today because
To
I
this
saw
day.
her with her AirPods or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
How old is your sister?
She's 13. No,
13?
12. She's
She got
12.
AirPods?
She's 12. She's got AirPods. She's got the woo-woos one. She's got
still work.
Raycons.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I love Raycon.
For real?
Shout out. I love Raycons.
Really?
I love Ray J.
I have a bunch of Raycons.
Whoa, pause.
Whoa.
No,
Hey,
he
yo,
did a lot
I
of
like
things.
Raycons.
I have the JBO ones that look like AirPods.
Oh, I have some
They're
JBO
cool.
ones.
Well, the gummy ones, what
What
we
was
used to
the
do is
Monster? Was it Monster? No, Skull Candy.
Skull Candy.
Skull Candy.
Skull
Yeah.
Candy's pretty
Those are
popular.
ass.
Just because they were cheap.
I used to buy them at 7-Eleven all the time.
Yeah.
But we used to like fucking take the packaging, and as soon as one, because it was always one that would go out first. So then
It
you
was
had
always
to-
the right one for some reason.
Yeah, and it just sucked.
Yeah.
So like we would buy, or me and RT would buy it and then swap it out and then get our money
And
back.
return it or
Yeah.
something?
So I just want to
Yeah.
go on record and say I was never rich. I'm just very financially irresponsible.
You were financially
Financially
stable, is
stable?
what it was.
No, I was financially
I
irresponsible.
was well off. We're not rich. I'm
I
well off.
wasn't rich. I was just very
So
irresponsible
you're
financially.
middle class. When
Yeah,
middle
okay,
class
okay, bro.
existed.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
I wasn't
my-
rich. My parents were.
I get my check and be like, hell yeah, what am I buying today?
Sounds like Zach Galifianakis off
Nah, I'm
of.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
No, because back then, right? Like, I'm saying back then because I used to go to Walmart and get my headphones, and it was
Yeah.
always those gummy ones, and they were like, I don't know, $10, right?
Yeah,
Let's
they
just
were
say.
cheap,
And
and they
back
sounded
then,
good.
it was like $10 for these. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
compared to the Sonys, were like 30, 40
Yeah.
bucks, or like
Yeah.
I don't know, JVC I think was up there too, or whatever, or RCA. So you're like, oh man, am I gonna spend $10 or $30? Like, fuck it, I'm gonna spend these $10,
Yep.
and then you'll run them for what, like a month, and then they'll break, and then you go buy them more.
Honestly, I
'Cause
think
you'd sweat.
Yeah.
I only went through like 2 pairs of those.
Really?
Must be
yeah,
nice, not
I
sweating.
had mine lasted a long time.
My gummy ones were always like messing up, and I don't know because like I would stick my phone in my pocket or whatever it was, my SanDisk or my
Yeah.
Walkman in my pocket, and I would just ruin it. I don't
Yeah.
know. But saying that, let's take a quick break because I gotta fill up on some beer. We'll be right back.
All right, and we are back with our special guest, Beefy Efren. You know who he is. You know who he's gonna be.
Moo.
Boo, yeah.
No, I said moo.
Oh, moo. Oh, I thought you said boo. I was like,
Beef.
boo. We ain't booing nobody over here. So let's get back to it, man. So we